My name is Kurt Sposick. I'm the head tennis coach at Boswell High School, entering my second year at Boswell and my fourth year in the district.
Okay, and how long have you been coaching altogether?
I've been coaching for going on 23 years. It's my 23rd year coaching between youth, USTA, the military, and high school.
And I understand you're also a tennis player yourself. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I played tennis for the United States Air Force in the Pacific Rim when I was stationed in Japan, and I also played tennis for Stephen F. Austin State University whenever I got out of the military.
So it sounds like you definitely have the experience. Why don't you introduce your athletes?
Sure, I'd love to. This is Renima Babe. She is a sophomore this year, and Juliana Ohm. She's an entering freshman this year, and I brought them out here just to kind of let them tell you a little bit about the program.
Okay, we'll start with you. Tell us about the highlights of this year's tennis.
This year has been really fun. Our tournaments have been really good, and we played doubles together, and it's been really fun. And this is our first year knowing each other, and we've been doing good together. Yeah.
What was the toughest match for you?
The toughest were the beginning matches because we didn't know how we play together.
Trying to build that chemistry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the best? You want to mention the best match that you guys had?
The best, well, we had a tournament where we got third place and we were doing good and then we lost one, but then we brought it back up and we won.
Nice. What is that like to be an incoming freshman paired with a sophomore that you're not familiar with?
Well, with everyone else on the team, like everyone's pretty much better than you because they've been there longer, and so then she's better, so she like helps out and like can tell me on the court and what to do to help.
Nice. Kind of set that bar for you. That's really cool. Now, going back to you, what are your expectations for next year?
Next year will be a little bit challenging because we have a lot of our seniors graduating, and they usually help us out, and tell us stuff that would help us in the future. So next year is going to be a little bit tough, but we can do it.
Well, maybe that's a role that you can step into.
Yeah, hopefully.
And what about you? What are your expectations?
Next year is going to be tough, but we have some good freshmen coming in next year, and that will help us. And we're going to do good.
What do you feel like you need to work on as an individual?
I have to bend my knees a lot, and it's mostly my legs because I don't get down the ball a lot. That's all.
Well, that's good. You're self-aware. That's a sign of a good athlete. Okay, you want to talk a little bit about Coach Sposick?
Coach is really good. I love Coach because he helps us a lot. We do get tired a lot. We run a lot during off season, but we know that the only reason we do that is because he pushes us to get better, and we need to get better to be the best.
Okay. Now, Coach, why don't we just hear from you a little bit about the season? Can you tell us what the difference is between fall and spring tennis? A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, it's challenging. In the fall, we compete as a team. So basically, we play 19 matches, and the first person to win 10 basically wins the match. And so it's a little different because you pair people with somebody they might not be comfortable with in an effort to get a team win, and then it changes the mentality because it's a focus on, hey, what can I do to help the team? In the spring, it's totally different. It's more of an individual atmosphere. You put somebody in a singles event or a doubles event, and the only people they're responsible for is themselves and winning that event. And they're all over the place, 5, 6 different locations every tournament. In the fall, everybody's at one place, so you're sitting there, more of a basketball, football, volleyball type atmosphere. So it's really a mentality change that it takes a month. We get about a month to 6 weeks break between the fall and the spring practices and everything. So it takes about that long to get the mindset back to where it needs to be successful for the spring.
Well, I can see how that would go hand in hand. You work to build as a team, build that camaraderie and that chemistry, and then they can advance as players, as individuals.
Absolutely.
Well, what are some of your expectations for next year?
Next year is going to be a little bit challenging. I'm losing 3 of my senior boys that were leaders on the boys' side, and so my freshman team will be mostly sophomores, or my boys' team will be mostly sophomores and freshmen. But on my girls' side, I'll have 3 seniors, so there'll be leadership there. And for the first time in a long time that I've been coaching tennis, my girls' side is actually going to be the ones that are going to get to carry the team next year. And so I'm looking forward to that. It's different, and for me, it's a different coaching environment because you have to coach the female tennis players differently than male tennis players
Sure.
because they play the game differently
Mhm.
and they win the game differently. So you really have to figure out how to make that work to benefit the team.
Now, you mentioned some of your seniors are leaving. You want to talk about some of those seniors that I understand did pretty well in the spring?
Absolutely. So we had Rocky McLean. He played mixed doubles with Isabella Rona, and they played mixed the entire springtime. Did very well, went into the district tournament, wound up getting the number 2 seed in the district tournament, and wound up finishing second in district to Aledo, which is a team that was third at regionals last year.
They're pretty good, yeah.
They're good. It's a very
Mhm.
solid team. Went into regionals this year, didn't get a seed, wound up winning their first round and got eliminated in the quarterfinals by the team that finished third in regionals this
Wow.
year that actually dropped down from 6A and qualified for regionals in 6A.
Wow.
One of the others is Jordan Michael,
Mhm.
and he was a senior. He came here last year, moved from Durant, Oklahoma,
Okay.
and he was number 1 player last year and then came in this year with expectations to go to state. Had a tremendous fall and spring season. Went in and wound up, unfortunately, in the first round playing the guy that finished third at regionals
Oh.
from Grapevine. But just had a tremendous season, and so he's looking forward to heading off to college and doing his thing, and Rocky is as well. So I'm excited for him. I hate to lose him, but you know what? You have to move on and do what you have to do. So I wish him luck.
And I wish you all luck. Thank you again for coming today, and we'll see you next fall.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us.
Thank you.